Hello!
Hi.
We're the Small Potatoes.
Uh-huh.
And today we're talking about Jawbreaker, the movie from 1999. Jawbreaker is an iconic Technicolor edgy timestamp of the 90s attitude and counterculture that you
Oh yeah,
actually
I saw it.
showed me for the
Yeah.
first time. I think I'd always remembered hearing about the movie in sort of rumor, but I'd never seen it myself. But this is a movie that draws a lot of comparison to both Mean Girls and Heathers. You've heard it a million times when speaking about this movie, but we
Yeah.
would like to say that we draw a comparison to Teeth,
Teeth, yeah.
2007.
It's like on the opposite end of the color spectrum though, but they're both weird movies that feel very like dreamlike and out
Original
of place.
concept, you would say?
Yeah.
They're both dark teen movies.
Yeah.
With original ideas, but like you said, there's a vast difference in color.
Yeah, whenever we think of Teeth, we always think of the colors like gray, very like monotone.
Yeah. The only reason I would say we draw a comparison to it is because it's so weird. This is such a weird movie, but in where Teeth fails, this has vibrance and life and personality.
Attitude.
Yes, absolutely.
It's very like if Bratz were like killer.
Yeah, Jawbreaker's fantastic. I will say this.
It's really pretty.
As always, we will give you a spoiler warning, but if you
yes.
haven't seen Jawbreaker, go watch it, then come watch our video.
The beautiful ones, the flawless four.
Jawbreakers starts with the always iconic shot of the girls walking down the hallway. We see this in Mean Girls, Heathers, and we see it in Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Probably countless other films too. There's a narrator telling us what's going on that we later find out is our main girl.
Bird Mayo.
Yeah, but would you say she's a main girl? There's not really a main girl in this movie, I would say.
I would say she's one of the main cast.
Yes.
How about that?
She's telling us about the flawless four. Courtney, Marcy Fox, known as Foxy, who I would say is a nothing character. Julie, and Liz Purr, who is worth noting that she is loved by everyone for being sweet.
Yes.
It's Liz's 17th birthday, and there's a tradition where the girls sort of abduct her on her birthday and spend the day with her. But we are thrusted into this movie's lightning fast pacing with the plot right away. She is gagged because we break into her house and she's gagged with, you guessed it, a Jawbreaker. And we as the viewers sort of find out with the rest of the girls that it unalives her.
Yeah, she can't breathe.
Yeah.
Because we later see the Jawbreaker like in her throat. It is right there. It's a big bump in her neck. It's really gross.
Yeah, and in a sort of cool Polaroid shot, let me just say that the makeup crew did fantastic in this, because when we see Liz's lifeless corpse,
she's all gray already.
She's got bruises.
Yeah, but her eyes and eyelashes look amazing.
Yeah.
It's very like, it looks like it would be one of those weird America's Next Top Model cover girl photo shoots.
Yeah. We're then led to our title card.
Yes.
Where it's a cool sort of Polaroid time lapse mixed with the production of how Jawbreakers are made.
Yeah.
And it's to the song Volcano Girls by Veruca Salt, which tells you right away the kind of attitude this movie is going to have. Because it's very punk rock, it's very in your face, it's very attitude.
Very like how Pink was, you know, like,
Yeah. But just like this movie's pacing, Courtney takes fast charge and she advises to the other girls.
She's the only one who isn't panicking right away. She just kind of looks at Liz and goes,
That's it. Liz is sick. Courtney, she is dead. Does school know that? I don't think so. What?
oh my gosh, she's dead. Well, we gotta go to school.
Change of plan. We gotta go to school.
Yeah.
She thinks of a plan quickly, and she pretends to be Liz's mom.
Yeah, because they have to call the school and tell them that Liz is sick.
Elizabeth won't be coming to school today.
Oh, I know she's had a lot of absences, but the poor dear woke up with a blistering fever, and Could you send one of her girlfriends home with her assignment?
She won't be able to come into school today as like an alibi for them.
Yeah, she's in the car. She tells Foxy and Julie, this is just like any other day of school. Just go about your business. We kind of see some pushback on Julie's end, though.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be a part of this. Let's go to the police. But Courtney is already saying, no, we're not going to do that. We'll, like, go to jail.
Yeah, even Foxy tells her that it's kind of scary how she's in charge. But at the same time...
Yeah, she does. She points it out. She's like, you're, like, crazy calm right now.
You're in charge.
Yeah.
And Courtney says, well, she's always in charge. So we get another cool shot of them walking down the hall, this time with the three of them. And we're introduced to Fern as the girls sort of kick everyone out of the girls' restroom for them to do their morning pre-lunch touch-ups for their makeup.
And they just got to school, technically, right? Or, like, that's what we're led to believe.
Yeah, they just got there and they're already doing their makeup. They're doing their touch-ups. But I would just say this about Rose McGowan. She gives such a great performance.
She does.
Being the queen bee.
Yeah, she has, like, this amazing Fry voice throughout the movie. Where
Almost
she
Valley Girl.
Yeah, very Valley Girl. It is so great, like, the line delivery she has in this, right?
Yeah.
It's just a day, like any other day. Now, what would we do on any other day?
She's so detached, just like you would think a narcissistic,
Psycho.
sociopath teenage girl would be. I will say this about Rebecca Gayheart. She really utilizes her butterfly eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because you can see that she's very, like, distressed, and you can see it in her eyes. It's not really catatonic, but she's just, like, you know...
Yeah, like, you can tell, like, there's, like, panic and fear in her eyes versus Courtney's character, where she's just like, okay, well, this affects my day. You know?
Yeah, so they're doing their pre-lunch touch-ups. Courtney's very like, no, like, this is what we do in this moment. Like snap out of it. Here's what we do. And then we are introduced to Miss Sherwood, played by Carol
Oh my god!
Kane.
My name is Carol Kane. I'm an actor.
And she comes in and says the funniest line. Hold on. I have to, like, she comes in while they're doing their, like, makeup and all that, and she goes and she says, hey girls, having a smoked toke or some dope? And then she, like, kicks them out of the bathroom. She's like, you guys need to go to class.
We can tell that she's probably the only authority figure that keeps these girls in line. There's a funny sort of them going about their day in school montage that goes on.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the most notable thing would be the egg scene in Home Ec.
Cool. You got a stillborn. Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
That Julie has?
No, that Marcy has. This is the only scene where Marcy is, like, semi-important, because you can go with this whole movie without Marcy, by the way.
Yeah, I would say that's the most notable scene from that.
Yeah.
As the day goes by, Courtney sort of comes up with
the perfect alibi.
Yes, which is framing a graphic.
For help, but nobody could hear her. Her screams were muffled by the huge candy ball. She tried, but there was nothing. Only sugary, sweet death.
SA scene for Liz's death with an SA unaliving. So it should sort of fit. They believe that they can bruise her up, make it look like she was assaulted.
It's a really disturbing thought.
Yes, but as they come up with that, she sort of becomes late because she was the one to be picking up
Liz's homework and bringing it to her house after school.
But because they're so preoccupied with this, Fern Mayo is actually given the task of delivering Liz's homework. And we see that she definitely has a crush on Liz.
The flute. Somebody has to take her class assignments, and Miss Shane is tardy as usual.
I could do it.
You will?
It'd be an honor.
She's, like, obsessed with Liz. She is over here studying her moles on her neck, She says she smells beautiful. You know, you could definitely tell Fern has a crush on Liz Purr. Because she even goes, Liz is the cat's meow.
And that's what you hear a lot about in the subtext for this movie, is that it's a very LGBTQA plus sort of film. It's very queer icon, gay icon sort of film. It's got a lot of gay awakenings for people. There's a lot of innuendos. There's just this tension there that a lot of 90s rom-com or dark teen comedies were afraid to kind of go to. Mm-hmm. So you would say it's a little progressive, but she's quick to take the task because she wants to have interactions with Liz. So the girls actually find out through Miss Sherwood, because she tells them that there's a lot to learn from the Fern Mayos of this world, that Fern is actually on her way to Liz's house. So the girls try to rush there before Mayo arrives.
Try to set up the scene too before she gets there, because they're in a car and Fern is walking.
And that's how we also find out that they left Liz's body in the trunk all day.
Yeah, which is crazy to us because, like, we live in Texas, and that is insane to think that if we left a body in the trunk of our car, that would not be a good idea.
Yeah. Julie, I would say, is now catatonic because they're in the room.
She's kind of off to the side.
She discovers a birthday card.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's from last year's prank. It's one of those cards. You push a button, record a greeting, you know. You open it, and then what are you doing to me?
Of like Liz be like, help me.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah, because that was a previous birthday prank.
Kidnapping, yeah.
Yeah.
But alas, the girls couldn't finish in time, and Fern is discovered by the girls. Courtney doesn't worry, though, because she's very quick on her feet, just like this movie's pacing.
She doesn't, like, panic at all. She just kind of tells Fern, hey, I know you saw Liz dead, and that doesn't matter because I can make you popular. You can take her place. You can move up the social hierarchy in school. And Fern is just on board. She says yes.
Yeah, she's offered a position of the Flawless Four to sort of fit Liz's absence because, you know, she is no more.
But obviously nobody can replace Liz.
And this is, I would say, a very accurate interpretation of how peer pressure actually works.
Yeah.
Because we all want to be accepted.
And we always see that trope of, like, the popular group has a falling out, one of them gets out and is quickly replaced by another one, right?
Yes. And I would say a Tim Burton-esque Technicolor sort of way. We have this sequence
of Fern Mayo's transformation into Violet.
Yeah, and it looks like a 90s music video by D-Light or No Doubt.
Because of the weird, like, fishbowl lens looking thing.
The floor is very black and white, yin-yang sort of looking.
And after this transformation, Courtney is like, I am a god. Look at my creation.
Yeah, look at you.
The next day at school, when Violet is introduced to the school, we see that Julie is sitting with the art freaks, right?
Yeah, she's sort of been kicked out because she couldn't really fall in line.
Yeah, after the murder.
And there's also a dream sequence, a really cool way of Liz's parents finding out her body, because it's kind of back and forth with the lunch and the new cliques and, you know, everyone finding out that Liz is no more. We know that Julie's been kicked because she's not fully committed to hiding the murder, manslaughter sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Courtney actually threatens to blame it on Julie in a very mean girl way. Because
Julie comes up to her and says, we can still go to police, tell them what happened. And Courtney's over here saying, nope, if you go to the police, it's 3 against 1. You're going to go to jail.
Yeah, and what's funny about Fern Mayo's transformation, too, is that Violet is viewed as a new girl.
Yeah.
So, like...
the new guy.
Yes, but yeah, we feel like this could have been inspiration for the movie The New Guy. But Pam Grier is here.
Oh my gosh, yes. And she is
so cool looking. Yeah. She plays a detective named Detective Vera Cruz, and she's investigating Liz's death. We're introduced to a love interest for Julie, who's named Zach.
He's the theater kid.
Yes, he offers her a ride home because he could sense something's different about her. Julie eventually gives him her number, and we go home, and I would say that this is the second day or first day of everyone going home, right?
Yes, because the first day no one knows that Liz is dead until like the next morning. So second day of Liz being dead. Right?
Yes, Julie is sort of reflecting, and I love this movie's usage of Polaroid. It's something that, you know, we don't really use these days.
Well,
it's making a comeback.
It's making a resurgence, yeah.
Yes, but the usage of Polaroids is giving Julie some reflecting time to see just how much time she's spent with Liz and the passage of time. And she also sees that she has one with Fern.
When they were kids.
So she gives Violet a call. And we have a really sweet, sincere one-on-one with the two characters.
I know that you're not supposed to talk to me, so...
No, it's okay.
This must be really weird for you.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing about what happened to Liz and everything else.
We see Violet's room is very much not Violet, it is Fern's room, you know? Because it is not at all pink, it's not girly.
There's no personality to it. It's very invisible like her.
Yeah. She has like a planetary system on her ceiling. It's really weird, actually.
Yeah, but alas, it's sort of interrupted. Of course it's interrupted.
By Courtney.
And we get this weird sort of like fan service foot shot.
Oh, yeah.
Where she's on the phone doing her toenail paint.
She's in a cute little nightgown with some pigtails.
Yeah, I'm a little uneasy by this scene, but, you know, it's fine. It's also worth noting that at the time, 1999, Rebecca Gayhart's age was 28. Rose McGowan's age was 25. Julie Benz was 27 and Judy Greer was 24, which is our main cast. They're all very, very much in their mid to late 20s. But we see that this is very common.
In the 90s, at least.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Early 2000s.
You see it in 90210.
Yeah.
They use like full-on adults to play teens, so this gives sort of a skewed version of what teens are supposed to look like in media. Just pointing that out. I would say is the second most iconic scene of this movie.
Courtney hangs up the phone and we see she's with
a lover.
Yeah, the popular guy from school. I don't even know his name. He's not important. Even Courtney says that all the time. She says he's just a jock. Whatever he does after high school doesn't concern me. But anyway, they're in her bed and Courtney has this popsicle and she's all like, suck it.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And she says, suck it the way you would like it.
Yeah. And it's so important to point out that she's in the typical gender norms. She is the one being the dominant one. She's telling him to suck it because of course she's gonna go down on him, but she makes him demonstrate how that's going to happen, which tells us that this girl is
in control of everything.
Always in control. That is such an important thing to point out with this.
And Courtney knows too, throughout the movie, she's always saying how everything is a facade, everything is for show, but yet she is so invested in being the number one fake person. And she knows this the entire time.
So this sort of love session is interrupted by cops. We're assuming that they're there to sort of inform Courtney about what happened to their friend, Liz.
And then we see how the other girls are informed.
Yeah, and what I would say in another sort of queer representation scene.
Oh, yeah.
The only notable thing about Foxy is that her dad
is concerned about her.
And he's the only parental figure in her life.
Yeah, because he even brings it up. He says, yes, I have to.
I've got to be the mom and the dad.
Whatever.
I was watching Oprah today.
Sort of flamboyant tone.
Yeah, he has a very soft and more high-pitched tone in his voice.
Yeah, and we could see from interviews from the director that he sort of had a gay awakening with this. But it's just really good representation in this, that I would say. But everyone's there. Julie is processing grief because the way that she's alerted, her mom actually finds out, and she's at the pool sort of visualizing Liz coming out of it. It's very...
Liz looks very Ariel from The Little Mermaid at the very end when she's coming out of the sea with that sparkly dress. Very innocent.
Dream sequence-esque.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Detective Cruz interrogating the girls at school because she could sort of sense foul play amongst them.
Yeah, and she's very aggressive with them. There's no being sweet to any of them. She straight up is saying, what are Liz's dirty secrets?
She has a jawbreaker with her.
Yeah.
She's slamming it on the table.
She's showing how how hard this thing is, how strong it is.
How it could choke someone. Mm-hmm. It's shaking. It doesn't really shake up Courtney. She's very calm about it.
Yeah. She doesn't care.
Foxy, it doesn't really matter how she is about it.
I think she's too dumb to like really get through her head that the cops could link this to her.
Yeah,
you know?
You could tell in Julie through, of course, her eyes. That she's very like,
Yeah.
This is good detective work. The school is then informing the student body
that Liz is dead.
And it's such an important scene because I would point out that there is another walking down the hallway scene, but this time it's just Julie.
Oh.
It's just Julie, and everybody from the student body is getting the news that their queen is now gone. And I would say it's another version of the shot.
Yeah.
But it's just Julie because she's aware. Everyone's sort of receiving this information.
She's feeling the shock of Liz being dead again because everybody's now being told.
And she's the only one that's feeling it because she's the only one that's been isolated for
she
not
knows
wanting
what really happened.
Yes, because she's not working with the cover-up story. She's feeling grief. She is feeling empathy. It's such a great shot.
Yeah.
But Detective Vera Cruz sort of discovers that the delivery of Liz's homework for the day was actually sent to Fern Mayo, who coincidentally has been absent.
According to the school system.
Because of course she is now Violet.
Yes.
She is not Fern Mayo anymore.
But she finds out quickly that Violet is Fern Mayo because she interrogates her.
Yeah, in another sort of gay scene.
I'd sit there staring at her from behind. She has this cluster of beauty marks on the back of her neck, and I know this sounds weird, but they were in the most fascinating patterns.
Because she's interrogating Violet, and she's like, tell me about Liz, and she knows that she sits behind her in algebra.
Yeah, this is where we get that, like, Violet is so obsessed with Liz. Like, we get it a little bit right before, throughout the movie, but this is, even Detective Vera Cruz is like, okay.
Oh, like you are obsessed with her.
Hey, you haven't returned any. You are gay.
It's she notices that she's got this beauty mark strip on the back of her neck that could sort of rival constellations of the stars.
She makes little like drawings out of them. One time it was a seal.
It's very much a state of limerence, and it's very much like. There's even a scene where Violet is asked what her type of man is because they're trying to push Zach onto her.
Oh, yeah.
And we're interrupted because, like, you and I probably can suspect that Violet is...
She wouldn't have an answer.
Because she's probably lesbian.
Because, like, when they tell her, oh, you should see Zach as your king, she even kind of is like, oh, he is handsome, I guess, you know?
Yes. We then come back to Zach and Julie, where Zach sort of shows her his secret spot, his secret little hideout area.
It's a deserted drive-in movie theater.
Which is it's cute.
It is. It honestly is so cute. And I feel like this is what Breakfast Club wanted to feel like.
Yeah. I would say that after this interrogation, Violet is sort of dreaming with guilt now.
Yeah, she's having nightmares now over the Liz Purr murder, and she's waking up like,
Yeah, it's sort of like it's getting to her now. But then Courtney has the idea to call Detective Vera Cruz to detail the SA unaliving.
She has the alibi because she tells Detective Vera Cruz, hey, Liz is actually like a sex demon, she can't
goes
get
out
her
at
fill. Yeah, she likes to do it with strangers or whatever. And that's when we hear Courtney saying that, we see like a dreamlike sequence of
a stranger.
Yes.
Wouldn't you guess it? Who other to play the stranger than Marilyn Manson?
The infamous.
Because it's the 90s and we've all heard that rumor about his ribs.
Yeah.
And you just know that he revels in taking roles like this because we know he's a piece of shit. He's a monster. So of course he would
agree to do something like
jump to assaulting an unalived body.
Right.
And Courtney's detailing this to Detective Vera Cruz.
And we see that she also like had relations with this man.
I could kind of roll my eyes at this because it's like, yeah, of course. But it's also very timestamp.
Yeah, right?
It's the 90s. This tells you what the year 1999 sort of felt like. But to fit the scheme, she, like you said, she does actually have sex with the stranger to commit to it. Violet then sort of starts to have...
She starts to rise in power because unlike Courtney, she talks to everybody. Everybody loves her. Everybody adores her. They're literally just staring at her on her car, just kind of like.
It's very Grease, right?
Yes, very Grease, very teen beach movie.
Yeah, it's sort of silly, and that's a lot of where this movie has its charm.
And Courtney tries to like confront Violet and say, "Hey,
what the hell
I made
are you doing?
You can't disrespect me. I'm number one." But then Violet is like, "Hey, remember your little secret called Liz Purr? I can like go to the police and take you down." And Courtney is over here saying, "I am God. I created you. I can destroy you."
I would say the back and forth goes on a little too long in the bathroom scene.
Feels like it's like a really long conversation because I'm so used to Courtney giving these quick little like one-liners or her speeches that she gives, her fun speeches. They're fast, they're witty.
They're very self-aware and jab at what high school is like. This is where we sort of feel the movie's ending is trying to wrap it up.
Because we've had so much crazy stuff happen, but
which we've enjoyed for the most part.
Yeah. But the ending is just too rushed, in our opinion.
So Zach and Julie go back to his favorite spot while this is going on. And Julie reveals what the girls did. Because he inquires about Violet. And she tells him that, well, that's actually a girl named Fern Mayo.
You know her. She's the nerdy girl. And he's over here confused because he's like, why is Courtney giving Fern the time of day? And Julie confesses, hey, she saw us with Liz's body because we killed her, actually.
Yeah, and... oh, boy.
this kid, okay, by the way, is like, oh my gosh, we have to get you out of it.
He is now part of it.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like, he doesn't even freak out or anything. He just is like, okay, I like you. You're a good person. So how do you not go to jail?
Yeah,
you know?
Julie sort of mentions that there might be a Polaroid of Liz's unalived body.
Because Courtney did take one in the beginning of the movie, but she dropped the camera because everything got so crazy.
So while that's going on, the fall of Violet happens.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's revealed in a very silly sort of, here it is all over the school.
Yes, it's flyers plastered covering the hallways.
Just like in The New Guy.
Yes! That Violet is Fern Mayo, and everybody turns on her. They're over here throwing papers at her.
They're like, you suck. How could you be this nerd girl that we all didn't know about until now?
Right? And she even like faints in the middle of the hallway, and everybody just leaves her there, even the teachers.
It's very funny.
It is.
This is where the movie sort of gains back its charm. But Fern, Julie, and Zach then team up to sort of not necessarily frame Courtney for the murder,
but find a way to
pin this on Courtney.
Yeah, on Courtney at least. Right before prom is starting, Julie is already committed to not going to prom, right?
Yes.
So Julie's at home and her mom comes into her room and says, hey, Liz's parents just dropped off this box of stuff of Liz.
Yeah.
They wanted you to have this. So Julie's going through the box and Julie finds the card from earlier where Liz is going, help me, what are you doing? And she opens it and finds that Courtney accidentally recorded over that and recorded her confession that she killed Liz.
Yes, and This changes her mind about going to prom.
Obviously.
But everyone is here at prom. They're having a blast. The Donnas are there.
They shouldn't even go to the police. Why does she...
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
This is where we sort of sense the rushed ending. Because
Yeah.
as we found out through a great video, that this movie only had a 30-day production time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
obviously the ending feels rushed. We feel like maybe if he was given more time, this movie would have had a better ending. But it's very much rushed. And it's important to note that Courtney looks very much like Cleopatra, goddess-esque.
Oh yeah, she looks very Greek goddess. She's dressed in like silver. She has this like headband that goes all around her. She looks very glowing.
And Miss Sherwood is the one to deliver the great news that we've all been waiting for.
The prom king and queen.
Yes, and of course Courtney wins, but in a very Carrie-esque sequence. It's revealed through the card
that
Thank you, everyone. I killed Liz. I killed the teen dreams. Deal with it.
they put it on the speakers and it plays how Courtney says, "I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream."
Yeah.
And everybody listens to it because they keep playing it like over and over. And everybody slowly is like, "What the?"
So in a very rushed manner, they all turn on her.
And it's so funny. This scene is like one of my favorite scenes.
It's
in
iconic.
The movie. Courtney is basically on a treadmill going through the class, and she's like getting hit by all the
garbage.
The corsages, the flowers. They're all throwing flowers at her, and she's over here ruining her. She's rubbing her face, ruining her makeup. And I love this because I don't know if Rose McGowan did this on purpose, but the way she rubs her eyeliner and all that off, it looks like a clown.
Yeah.
Like, it looks very clown face.
Clown-ass.
And she becomes the laughing stock of the school. She becomes the clown of the school.
And of course, it's taken all in a Polaroid.
Yes, Julie is like, "Hey, Courtney, smile."
She blows a kiss at her, and that's how the movie ends. It's iconic. It's iconic as hell.
I love it.
And I'm glad that you showed it to me. Go watch it, or I hope you enjoyed this video while we were watching it.
What do we rate it on Letterboxd?
Well, I would say, I would give it a 3.5 because it is flawed in the end.
It is dated.
I wanted to give it a 4.
I know.
But they just rushed it.
I get
But
it.
it's iconic, and you'll see it in other movies. But as
it's
always,
free on YouTube right now, too.
go watch it.
Bye.
And also subscribe to us. Give us a like. Bye.